Hello everyone, welcome to Zion Traders YouTube channel. So very quickly guys, today I'm just going to do a breakdown of my January 2025 trades. On this channel I try to document my trading journey, and also sometimes I do directional bias on the different pair outside class. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, right? So very quickly, guys, we're just going to our Telegram channel now. So this is our Telegram channel, and right here, I've actually done pretty much breakdown how the trade this month went. So right here, I've actually opened like each of these trade. I've actually documented them, right? So I've actually explained why I took them and all of that. So and the results of the trade. So I'm not just going to bother going into all of that again. So which is going checking them out one after the other, because I already did that. So if you don't watch the videos on all of that, so you can just check, yeah, watch other videos like my previous episode, right? It's there, right? So last week episode, right? So like I told you guys on last week episode, I told you guys that I'm actually not going to make take any trade this week. So and actually I did not take any trade, right? Because I actually met my target already for the month. So my target currently is actually to make 20% of my account, whatever amount is there for the month. So if I'm able to make 20% of it, actually okay. So I just want to do this consistently, not as if the money I have a lot of capital, no, but simply because I just need consistency in what I'm doing. So with time, as the Lord will do it, so as I'm trusting God, right? So I'll have even much more capital. For instance, right? Currently, I really don't have much capital, right? So, but then with time, if I'm able to maintain or be consistent over time, I believe I'm also going to have the that what's it called? I'm going to be able to deposit something reasonable into my account now, right? Something that I know that okay, even though I lose this money, no problem. And also that confidence to even put money in there, right? So I will have the confidence that okay, if I put this money in my trading account, I'm expecting at least 20% per month, and let me be able to grow it. So that confidence will be there, right? So that's what I'm trying to be. No matter what the amount is currently, it's actually nothing, but whatever it is, I just want to be able to do this consistently over time, right? So every month, I've actually made up my mind. So my plan is to deposit something to my trading account every month, as well as withdrawing the profit I make every month, right? So that's actually my plan for the year. So every month, I will be depositing money. So I'm going to do that this today or tomorrow. I'm going to be depositing money to my trading account, and then from Monday, which is being on third, you guys are going to see I'm going to start trading with a higher capital, right? So that's pretty much how it is. But currently, I'm actually using a cent account. So in case you guys don't know, so you don't see large figures, you think this one is already a large capital. No, it's actually a cent account, right? So that's it. It's a cent account. So all of this you guys can see here. You can see the trades I took. So you can see the execution of all the trades I took. So I mean, just take your time to go through the trade. I actually took. Let's scroll down right here. So guys, you guys can see. So I took a total of 9 trades, and I lost 5 trades and won 2 trades, one break even trade. Right. So the risk to reward is three wins, and then the risk to reward is 3 weeks to reward per trade. So and in a total, I lost 5 trades. But if you look at it, I lost 4 weeks to reward, because looking at this NZD, if you look at this NZD CHF and NZD USD, so I actually lost about $100 there, because I actually risked that's one arrow on both trade, right? So that's actually what I did. I divided my total risk into two and traded. So that's why you see 4 arrow right here. So in the full month, I actually ended up with 5 arrows. So what does this mean? So every month, every trade, I risk about 10% of my account, right? So I risked about 10%, and then at the end of the month, and I ended up making about 10 times 5, right? That's 50% of my account. And actually, my goal was actually just to make 20%. What the reason is because actually, this GBP card trade is the trade I took. I took it before, so the trade was just there running and running and running. Remember, I told you guys that I had even before this GBP card and got to take profit. I told you guys that I had already made my target, that I was just going to leave the trade to run, right? So and that is what I did. So this is actually a loss for the month. So I actually made my target more than my target. So I made 50% of my account balance, right, for the month of January, right? So this is Actually, guys, this is actually my best year in my trading career. Yes, since I started trading, I started learning how to trade 2022 December, right? So, and I've been in that journey just up, down, up, down, up, down. But then something happened last year, which is 2024, around October, right? So, if you guys are on this group, you guys will see everything I do. I do say a lot of things right here. So all right, so you can see, guys. So I sent this message November 20th, right, last year, and I told you guys, I'm sorry I've not been updating you or I've been busy in both crypto and forex market. I will resume fully and stronger next year. Now, so this is it, guys. So now this the reason why I made this post was because after I had lost a proprietary firm account that I was trading in. Actually, these things are actually documented on YouTube, right? So even though that particular account is not documented on this account on this my YouTube account, but it's documented on Ostibina YouTube channel. If you go through Ostibina YouTube channel, just go to the playlist. Search for the playlist. You're going to see my journey to making from $0 to $500 in funding. Right, you're going to find it right there. Ostibina YouTube channel. Right, so you're going to find it right there. So now, why I made this post? Well, after I lost that account, I decided to just leave forex trading, stop trading at that period, and then just I'll go and do something else, right? So I stopped trading because I was emotionally drained and I was really psychologically not sound then to trade. So I just had to leave everything. I just forget about trading forex, right? So and just to be able to break that barrier of not taking trade all the time, right? So I was able to do that. God helping me, and then while I was doing that, I was also back testing and also studying just to help improve on my psychology, right? So I gave that break, that long break. So I was also trying to watch some psychology video, and I met across came across this guy called Chekona Cliff, right? Or Cliff Chekona. So that guy actually talks more about psychology, trading psychology, not necessarily technical aspect. And I actually learned a lot. I learned that your trading is actually a reflection of who you are. So that's one of the greatest lesson I learned during this period. So if I must my changing must trade, my trading must change, I have to change first, right? So my behaviors and attitude, everything has to change first. So ever since I've actually been working on myself, working on my mind on to have the right mindset for trading. So and actually it's actually good because this January I have seen the result of all these months of working. Not as if I'm saying February is just going to be, but I know sure it's going to be better. My trading is going to be better. I don't know if I'm going to be making 50% profit at this. I'm not sure, but then I know it's going to keep improving. That is one thing I'm sure about. So I'm taking time to tell you guys all of this simply because I just want you guys to know the lessons I learned all through this period, right? So, guys, that's pretty much it. That's why I'm taking time. So, you guys, if in case you are struggling with your training right now, you should take time. If it has to do with psychological issues, because you see the truth. The truth is, most of us we are going out there running, thinking trading strategy will solve the problem. Strategy will solve. No, strategy will actually not solve the problem. If you can solve the problem in your head first, if you can get your mindset right first, then your strategy will be right. But strategy is actually not the problem. If you look at my trading right here now. I want to share something with you, something you should take note of. I lost about five trades. I lost about five trades, and I won how many? I won only three trades. Look at it, guys. I won only three trades, and I still ended up making 50%. Is that what do you call that? Now it's a combination of risk management, right proper trading psychology. I had the right mindset. My risk management because I had the right mindset because I'm working on my psychology. I was able to manage my risk properly first. It starts from the mind, and then I was able to take the right setups, right? So now the right setup, being able to take the right setup, the setup to filter your setup, it's a game of the mind. You have to set up because when emotion steps in, you start taking the setups that you didn't actually plan to take. So these are the things that actually helped me. I'm sharing all of this with you guys to be able to achieve this result. It's not actually a big result, but then it's something. Just imagine I have $100,000 and I make 50%, not even 50. Let's for instance, this is $100,000 account I traded, and I'm able to make 50% of that 50,000. That's like, now you guys see, right? So this is actually pretty much it. If you are able to get your mind right, if you're able to get your psychology right, everything in your trading will start getting in place. That is just the simple truth, guys. So that's it, guys. So now, if you look at what I did, what happened all through January, I actually did not take many trades. In fact, that is one of the biggest lesson I've learned right now. So this one will help me even in February. I will also want. I don't want to also take many trades. Now, the reason why I didn't even take many trades. First, I actually had some setups that I know the setups that are not high probability. I did not take them, and also now the strategy I'm using currently, right? So which is strategy I was using last year before all the psychology issue came up, and then I stopped. It's actually still same strategy, nothing more, no difference. But then I've refined it. So now what I'm working on right now on this strategy, right? So you even rarely find setups. That is just it, and I love it that way. In fact, in the sense that because you don't even see setups all the time, it will help you to trade less. Now, trading less, it actually makes the difference. For me, in January, not trading much made the difference. But before I was able to get that right, which is not trading so much, not taking many trades, is because I've been able to work, or I'm working on my psychology. I'm still working on it, right? So it's a continuous process. But then I can see a reflection of someone that has worked on his mind, right? So that is pretty money. So I was able to take just fewer trades, and then I made losses and I made wins as well. And if you look at everything, just in shape, and if I can come up with this result comes up in February, which is this month is already February, it's okay. But I will continue to work on my edge. I will continue to work on my psychology in order to get better results, right? So in January, that is just it, guys. So these are the whole breakdown of the trade of my to January 2025. Hopefully, guys, February this month is going to be better, right? So I'm actually looking at a lot of things. I'm going to be making some deposits on my account, like I told you guys. Any month I'm able to like achieve my goal, I will make just some deposit into my account and I withdraw the profit just to keep my psychology right. So any month I'm able to achieve my goal, I will make some deposit into my account. So just trying to build capital. That is pretty much it. So I don't have all the capital. And then going for pro firms, last year I was trading pro firm. Pro firm is very technical to trade, more technical than trading personal accounts. So that's why currently at this beginning stage of profitability, because right now I can tell myself to as being profitable. Although January, the result of January might not be able to predict next year, but then the fact is that I did not. I'm not calling myself a profitable trader simply because my January trade I had a profitable month. No, see, even before now I called myself a profitable trader because if you go to my Notion, right, I actually have a lot of things right here. So because I try as much as possible to keep journal of a lot of things, right? So when I went to my journal of as of 2024, I saw some things and I told myself, no, Austin, you are a profitable trader, right? So let's see journal 2024, and let's just see towards that month of October. Let's just open this one and see, guys. So this week was a loss for me. Week one, week two. Let's see. Let's just see some few things. Week two was also a loss for me on this year, October, right? So this one was also a loss for me, right? So why so? And this was when I stopped. I actually went through, I told you guys, that was when I went through a whole lot of psychological stress. So I had to stop trading. I think it was a result of these months of trading. But then when I went through maybe September or so, then I told myself I was a profitable trader. Let's say the month of September, let me not just put out going through all of that. It's actually not necessary, right? But then when I went through my trading journal, I saw some things and I told myself, no, Austin, you are a profitable trader because I went through something, I saw some things, and no, I'm a profitable trader. Like just that I've not been able to set some things right, put some structures in place. So for those of you in my current state right now, or in a state where you are struggling like that, you already know everything, but then you're still struggling. My honest advice is just put yourself, just if you can, just take a little break. During that break, I want you to go. You can just on YouTube just search for Cliff Chekona and just watch some of his videos. At least it's going to open your eyes or something. I also watched one video on these guys. I forgot his name. It's actually a long video, but very very educative. Honestly, I watched that video. I think I've watched that video twice or three times or even four times. Safe. Like I've watched that video a lot of times and I saw a lot of things that made me to be like that's actually what actually made me to like think trading less is actually better because your brokers what brokers are want is for you to be taking more trades so that they can get money through commission, they can get money through a lot of things, through the spreads and all of that. That's actually their goal. They want you, they will encourage you to take to trade as much as you can, right? But then the thing is, the lesser you trade, the higher probability of you even getting profitable, right? This is just for me. I'm not saying it's general. There are a lot of people that trade a lot every day, that trade every day, that takes two trades in a day, and they are still profitable. But what works for me is just what I'm telling you. It might not work for you, but this is what has or what is working for me. I'm not there yet, right? I want you guys to know I'm not there yet. But then I know that it's a journey that I've started. I've learned some things and I'm just going to keep on learning. And by God's grace, I'll keep soaring higher and higher. So, this is it for this month, guys. So, catch you guys on next episode, which is going to be dropping next week, guys. Good luck.